Nobody's gonna know. Nobody's gonna know.
They're gonna know.
How would they know? How would they know? How would they?
How much I crocheted at school.
Eyes of Heaven. ジョジョの奇妙な冒険 Eyes of Heaven. ジョジョの奇妙な冒険 Eyes of Heaven. ジョジョの奇妙な冒険 Eyes of Heaven. ジョジョの奇妙な冒険 Eyes of Heaven.
What I sold at an elementary school night market. 4 bees, 4 axolotls, 7 bunnies, 1 love bug, 5 mushy pops, 1 hair clip set, 1 peg cow, 2 carrots, 4 egg chips, 5 chickens, 1 cast member equals what? 5 nuts.
Hello everyone, my name is Be Nice to Freaks, and since my last video did so well, I thought I should come on here and introduce myself, tell you a little bit about me, and show you some of my favourite masks. My pronouns are she, her, and I'm a crochet artist who primarily makes masks. I am autistic, and my identity as a late diagnosed autistic person is one of the biggest inspirations behind my masks. I've been a TikTok user for years, but I've only just started posting, and I am terrified. I'm a bit of an old lady when it comes to technology. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm trying my best and that's all that matters. The response I got on my last video has been genuinely overwhelming. I've been on Instagram for years, so I'm not used to, that many people reaching my content in that short amount of time. Thank you to everyone who interacted and commented on my last video. It was so genuinely lovely.
The crochet star stitch in this tutorial by Nastasia is created by drawing up 5 loops in the crochet work, making a yarn over, a chain 1, then half double crochet on the next row.
Yeah, they're invincible, and she just in the background. And she says, I wish that I could be like the cool kids, 'cause all the cool kids, they seem to fit in. I wish that I could be like the cool kids, like the cool kids.
Mira cómo va quedando. ¿Te gustaría aprender a crear hermosas prendas y accesorios de crochet para bebés? Yo te enseño cómo hacerlo. Aprenderás desde cero cómo crear prendas de crochet para bebés. Solo sígueme y coméntame si quieres que te comparta el tutorial gratuitamente.
Teaching you how to crochet at school. Wrap your yarn around 2 fingers to make an X. Then insert your hook between your fingers and yarn to not miss the first row, then grab the second row. Now loosen your fingers, but don't let the yarn off of the hook. Tie it. You now have a slip knot on your hook. Then wrap your fingers around the long end of the yarn. In your point of view, the hook will have to go under the yarn, not over. Make sure that the hook is grabbing the yarn. Turn your hook around for the tip to get a hold of the yarn, like so. Slowly drag the yarn you hooked into the hole. Do this slow and where you can see the path. Close her up.
Let's learn how to crochet the daisy tank top in 60 seconds. Crochet 12 granny squares. The larger sizes will have additional rounds. Arrange the 12 granny squares in this formation and whip stitch them together by going through both the front and back loops. Fold the piece sideways like this and fold the side granny square in half. Crochet 4 granny triangles and add them to your tank top like this. Whip stitch them together. Starting from here, crochet the top edging and straps. The top edging uses single crochets and chain stitches for the straps. Flip the tank top over to attach the strap to the other side. Build up the width of the strap with single crochets. Once one strap is finished, repeat the process on the other side. Next, build up the middle of the tank top and straps once again using single crochets and working in the back bumps of the chain stitches of the straps. Now it is time for the bottom edging. Pick up single crochets around the entire bottom edge of the tank top. For the last round, switch to a smaller crochet hook. Work this delicate picot edging and block the final tank top, straps, and bottom edging. Enjoy wearing your beautiful tank tops.
So I went to my first crochet class today and it took a very unexpected turn.
I got there super excited to crochet with some old ladies. Got my little kit. But basically everyone else knew how to crochet. It was a beginner's class, but apparently I was the only beginner. And apparently crocheting is mostly for right-handed people, and I am a lefty. So I was super bummed. This is all I got done, and then I left crying because I couldn't do it. So that was fun.
Okay, first one apple and 2 pears and 3 plums, then 4 strawberries, then 5 oranges, then 1 piece of chocolate cake, then 1 scoop of ice cream, a pickle, 1 slice of Swiss cheese, 1 slice of salami, a lollipop, 1 slice of cherry pie, a sausage, a cupcake, a watermelon, and then finally a leaf, and now he's all stuffed.
Hi guys, come to a crochet lesson with me. So I've been teaching these kids for over a year now, well some of them, but this is summer school so we only had 3 students this year. I gave them the option of making a purse or a shrug and they chose a shrug, probably because we've been making purses all through the year. And if I'm trying to help Adele here, like the little assistant that she is, I'm just helping them out, walking them through, because this is like their first complex-ish project that they're actually doing. Shirumi and Inni didn't really get it because they kind of just started, but Adele and Ifemi were getting it and going on. So yeah, I was just making sure that Ifemi's shrug fits her, and it did, so I gave her the go-ahead. I don't even remember what I asked her here, but yeah, she was going on happy, and then I was done with class, and look at this cutie. Alright, bye guys!
When you're working in double crochet, you'll start by skipping the first 2 chains and working into the 3rd one. Yarn over, go under both loops of that chain, yarn over, pull that through the chain, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, and pull through 2 loops, and then you'll repeat that all the way across your chain. Once you finish the first row, you'll turn your piece this way and you will chain 2, and then you will work a double crochet in every stitch across. And
tutor how to make a crochet bow tie. First you're gonna make your chain. And then make it as long as you want it to be. When you're done, put the hook through the 2nd stitch. Then pull the yarn over and do it for the entire row. When you're done with the chain, pull the yarn over again. a double knot with the 2 extremities. And here's how to tie it. Make it pretty. Or you can tie it to whatever you want. Enjoy.
Come crochet a top with me in Puerto Rico. I usually come here every year because my family has a condo, but my dad unfortunately sold it, so it's my last time being here. Anyways, I wanted to crochet a top that went with my beige shorts for one of the nights, and I wanted it to be breathable, so I used cotton yarn, and I had to use 2 at the same time because I wanted it to go super fast and I wanted it to be breathable, so I didn't sew the ends together. I just tied them with 2 straps that I made, and yeah, I actually wrote this pattern. The link is in my bio, and it's the first pattern I've ever written.
How to chain in crochet. For this, the first step is to make a slip knot. If you don't know how to do this, go and check out my last video. A chain can be the base for so many crochet projects, so it will be good to be one of the first things that you learn. So I always like to hold my hook where the pointy bit kind of comes towards me, and I always put my first finger on this knot so that I can kind of control where it goes. So to chain, you yarn over by going over the back, and you see how it kind of catches onto the hook. So what you need to do is yarn over, and I like to use my thumb and my first finger to kind of pull it through. So we're trying to get that yarn through the slip knot. So that counts as one chain, and you just keep repeating that until you've got as many as you need by yarning over and pulling through. One tip I will say is you want the chains to be a little bit looser if it's going to be a base chain. So to make them looser, all you have to do is just pull your hook up a little bit, yarn over and pull through, making sure there's a bit of a gap, and pull it up again, yarn over and pull through. And you just keep repeating that until you've got the amount of chains that you need. I hope that helps.
Welcome back to my Learn to Crochet series. Today we're going to be learning our first real crochet stitch, the single crochet. To start, we're going to make a chain of 15 to work off of. And as you see, when you look at the chain, each stitch looks like a little V. We're going to find the stitch that is closest to the hook, skip it, and move to the next V to begin our first single crochet stitch. You're going to insert your hook into the top part of the V, yarn over and pull one loop through. You're going to yarn over again and pull through both of the loops on your hook. And that's how to single crochet. So again, insert your hook into the top part of the chain. Yarn over, pull through one loop, yarn over and pull through both of the loops on your hook. Continue working this pattern until you get to the very end of your chain. Now that you've completed your very first row of single crochets, we're going to have to start a new row. To start a new row of single crochets, you are going to chain 1, and then you're going to turn your work in a clockwise motion away from the hook. You're going to insert your hook into the full V part of the single crochet stitch. And again, you're going to yarn over, pull a loop through the entirety of the single crochet V, yarn over again, and pull through both loops on your hook. And continue repeating this pattern and process until you feel like you have a good handle on it. This single crochet is a great foundation stitch, and a lot of other crochet stitches build upon it. So give yourself some time to work on just a nice little square of single crochets so that you can feel like you've built that muscle memory. Let me know if you have any questions about how to single crochet, and in our next video, we're going to talk through how to double crochet.
Olá, eu sou a Ariane Torres e vou te ensinar em menos de 3 minutos como fazer esse estojo escolar com o fio France mesa posta da Têxtil Piratininga na cor beterraba e agulha de crochê 4 milímetros. Vamos começar com uma correntinha simples de 39 pontos. E aí eu pulo a primeira e volto trabalhando com 38 pontos baixos por 6 carreiras. Aí eu marco os 6 pontos iniciais e finais da carreira. Vou prender novamente o meu fio. E agora eu trabalho mais 12 carreiras somente nesses pontos centrais. Terminadas as 12 carreiras, eu vou recolocar os 6 pontos no início e no final da carreira. Desse lado, é só fazer 6 correntinhas, virar, fazer uma de subida e trabalhar os 6 pontos. Ao longo da carreira, eu faço ponto sobre ponto, e quando eu chegar lá no final, eu vou acrescentar, trabalhando na base do ponto baixo anterior, eu faço meio ponto, ele fica equivalente ao ponto baixo. Então, os 6 pontos que eu vou acrescentar, eu pego ali na alcinha de base do ponto anterior. Somente nessa parte eu trabalho meios pontos, o restante da peça todo em pontos baixos. Terminou ali o aumento, subo uma correntinha e volto a carreira normalmente, com pontos baixos por mais 12 carreiras. E a modelagem fica assim, 6 carreiras no início e no final, e 12 ali no meio, sendo uma com 6 pontos a mais. Agora, a gente dobra a peça dessa forma e posiciona o zíper. Eu usei zíper de metro, alfinetei e costurei à mão com agulha de costura. Agora, eu coloco o meu cursor, deixando ele no meio da peça, fechado, e desviro para fazer o acabamento final. A primeira costura será ali na lateral do zíper, dos dois lados, e agora eu faço a costura com o próprio fio France e agulha de tapeçaria. Terminada essa parte, eu dobro os 4 cantos ali na caixinha de leite e costuro da mesma forma. Agora é só desvirar a peça e o nosso estojo já está pronto. Se você gostou, me siga para mais dicas e até a próxima!
Tutoriel carré mousse. Je vais utiliser une pelote de la couleur de mon choix et un crochet numéro 4. Je viens faire un nœud coulant et 20 états-mailles en l'air. Dans la deuxième maille, en partant du crochet, je fais une maille serrée. J'enchaîne avec une maille en l'air, je saute une maille et dans la seconde, je fais une maille serrée. Et je répète une maille en l'air, je saute une maille et dans la seconde, je fais une maille serrée. Et je continue ainsi jusqu'à la fin du rang. Une fois mon premier rang terminé, je fais une maille en l'air et je tourne mon travail. Dans le premier espace sous la maille en l'air du rang précédent, je viens faire une maille serrée. J'enchaîne avec une maille en l'air et dans l'espace suivant une maille serrée. Et je répète jusqu'à la fin du rang. Je finis mon rang avec une maille serrée. Je fais une maille en l'air et je tourne mon travail et je répète les 2 premiers rangs jusqu'au 18e rang. Avec ce point, vous pouvez réaliser n'importe quel projet, comme un top par exemple. Et voilà le résultat.